Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here to give you the philosophy how to expand a bit upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day to do the work. The confidence to put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything else die along with you because you did not have the go-getter energy to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen in the frameworks of philosophy. This is the podcast, the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This your man's Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell. I know I'm a little bit behind. My big computer actually, my home computer actually took a crap on me. I think my drive took a crap, my NVMe. It's not booting up Windows, so I'm have to buy another one. And unfortunately, I should have been backing up my stuff, but I didn't back it up. So unfortunately, that happened. Now I'm on the laptop right here, but it's all good. We're gonna keep on going, keep on moving. Today's topic we're gonna be talking about today is 5 reasons why artists needs to read, think, and grow rich. And let me go ahead and recorrect this right here. I put 5 reasons why artists need to read, which whatever English that is, I got right here. Yeah, so let me go ahead and save that real quick. So yeah, 5 reasons why you need to read. Artist needs to read Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a philosophy of individual achievement and self-determination. Okay, anything goes, or any of the mostly today of the personal development stuff is stems from a lot of it from Napoleon Hill, one of those of the thought movement back in the early 1900s. Okay, this is the thought movement. Okay, the think movement, the thought movement, along with books like The Science of Getting Rich by Walter D. Waddles. I also believe I haven't read the book, but I heard about it. This is later on a few years ago. I heard about the greatest salesman in the world, Mono Mandini. I think that's his name. Not too sure about that. And there's also another book. So I'm giving you guys books, man. I'm actually about to pick that book up. I think it's on $12 on Amazon, The Greatest Salesman in the World. There's also what else is there? There's also Psycho Cybernetics. I talked about it on previous episodes. I don't remember at this moment, but we talk about the self-image. Okay, it doesn't matter person who is like going through plastic surgery and all that. They get all this plastic surgery. They mess they safe up. They mess they look up because they do not have a good, positive, good outlook of their self-image, which is their inner world. And that's why a lot of these, you could say celebrities, some of these celebrities and these people go out there and do a lot of plastic surgery and basically destroy their face because they want more, they do more, they're addicted to, I don't know, maybe addicted to it. And I heard about another book I haven't got yet, which I do want to read, Beauty Sickness. I don't remember the author. I've been hearing about that book. But anyways, we're talking about the 5 reasons why artists needs to read, think, and grow rich. I'm going to have this opening quote and why you need to do it, because philosophy of individual achievement and self-determination. So if you're an artist out there looking to do some work, looking to do something, to put yourself out there boldly, authentically, and work on yourself, you need to work on, go through Think and Grow Rich. I mean, always talking about wealth consciousness. That's why you got like many artists or many just people like Bruce Lee read the book. Who read it? Bruce Lee read the book. I remember him reading it with his daughter, reading the Bruce Lee podcast. I haven't listened to that podcast in a while, actually. And what else is there? There's many other people that read these books and I know about. So let's go ahead and do this quote from Napoleon Hill. This guy actually changed my life in a positive way. I still need to figure out, still violating some of these laws of 13 steps towards riches. But this is an opening quote right here. There's no limitations. Let me actually start this over. Quote, there's no limitations to the mind except those who we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Quote, end quote, by Napoleon Hill. Okay, so that's something about Napoleon Hill. Thought, things. I've been talking about this before. We think about 60 to 80 thoughts per day. Okay, the subconscious mind. We think about certain things, and the subconscious mind does not care what's true or false. It does not care what it will accept in your reality. That's why we need to take full possession of our own mind. And quoting to Stranger Secret by Ernest Nightingale, think about how our mind works is like a seed, like a farm, right? We start planting. We plant. Sorry, I got distracted by freaking Discord. Actually, let me go ahead and mute. Okay. So along with that, you guys, with the Stranger Secrets by Ernest Nightingale, right? So he talks about planting seeds, right? Planting seeds and planting deadly nightshade, which is a deadly poison. This poison is what it can invade in our thoughts and our minds. So that's why in the thoughts, that's when we have affirmations. You got to do things before you sleep, taking full possession of your own mind, doing certain practice, visualizing yourself, certain practices where you can pull the weeds out. You can pull the weeds out your mind, which is ants, automatic negative thoughts. Okay, you got to replace them. They're still gonna happen. They're still gonna come up, but it's not gonna be as bad as if you take full possession of your own mind, give what your subconscious mind what you want to direct it to, so that way you won't be the person that loses control over their subconscious mind and go out and autopilot. Okay, so with this as well, the set of the tone, success is failure is a root of mindset. As an artist, battle is an internal. This book helps transform how we think about ourselves and our potential. Okay, so that's what you guys need to understand. That's why I recommend anybody. It doesn't matter if you're an artist. A lot of entrepreneurs read the book as well, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead, read the book. It doesn't have to be about money. You can set this for any goals that you have in your personal life. You want to be artist. You want to be great at you doing art. You want to be creating a comic. You want to create some stuff, right? You can use Think and Grow Rich to help you with that. You can use that, your definite chief aim. We talk about more like this, but before we get into these points here, I just want to talk about this introduction right here. Okay, so go out there and make something happen. Go out there, read Think and Grow Rich. Read anything from Napoleon Hill's freaking gold. There's also got the laws of success as well. And one way you can go ahead and get the book right here, you can go to jaronmitchell.com/secrets of success. You can use the QR code to scan it right up here. You got right there. You can scan it and go to my link, put your email name in, or you can go ahead and click over and, do your thing. Oh, I just remembered something, man. I forgot to do something right here. Put that back right here. Bow. Okay. So got all that. You guys have to put my, name, host, and all that. And yeah, man. So that's actually, I got to change something here. Not avatar. So yeah. So go out there, read Think and Grow Rich, pick up the book. And you can get it from Barnes and Nobles, but I think you should go to the link right here. You get more little benefits and stuff, and some things with Napoleon Hill. We're going to jaronmitchell.com/secrets of success. I love Napoleon Hill's work. Changed my life, changed my mind, and I still need to work on. There's a lot of things I'm violating, but I need to work on, and I need to go out and do some stuff. Okay, so along with that, you guys, go ahead, pick up the book, get the book, and if also too, before we get to these points, if you want to learn what I do online, get your copy our recession-proof business model right here. You can go to jaronmitchell.com/iconic marketer. You can see it right here. Not instead of the C, what is it with a K? And you guys can go out there and go through that, go through the free course and how we do things to get a copy of our recession-proof business model. It's all goes up to you. And again, go ahead and scan it, and everything will be in the show notes and in the description below on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow for more of this content like this, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you are. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you go ahead and do that as well. Follow the pod, give me a 5-star rating review, and I can do some things to improve this show. I just had to do it. I decided to do stuff instead of putting this stuff, but we're doing it every single day. Okay, let's go ahead and get to point number one. Point number one today's topic I'm talking about today is 5 reasons why artists needs to read Think and Grow Rich. Point number 1: goals turns into dreams. Okay, a goal is a deadline. I'm sorry, let me quote this right quick from Napoleon Hill. A goal is a dream without a deadline. End quote. Okay, so you got to set a goal. You got to set a deadline. Without a deadline is just a dream. A goal without it, which I think I did messed up. Hold on, I messed that quote up. Yeah, goal with a dream is actually, that's pretty right. So your goal is a dream. So you got to set a deadline for yourself. Set a deadline. Okay, we're gonna set 6 months from now. We're gonna make this deadline. I'm gonna make this, and we're gonna go full force. We're gonna take full possession of my own mind. I'm gonna think about this every single day. I'm gonna take initiative to go out there, do the work, even though the success of creation has not arrived. You know, people are not watching, even people are not listening, even though they're not looking at my work. I'm going to figure out, I'm going to take initiative, and the people that go ahead and follow me and that's watching me, that's looking at me, which understand this, when you're on social media, people are going to watch what you're doing. They're not going to like, they're not going to engage. They're just going to follow you. They're going to look at your stories and look at what you're doing. They're going to follow you. So that's why you need to keep posting. You need to keep putting content out there. You need to keep following up, promote. Keep putting yourself out there, bold authentically. It doesn't have to promote your work every single day or your business every single day. Just go out there and just show up, man. Show up. That's the number one rule of success. I believe according to Grant Cardone, 12, the law 12, I think it's law 12 laws of success by Grant Cardone. I'm actually going to be talking about that as well. Is show up. 80% of doing the work is showing up. Okay. Show up. When you go out there and start posting content, this is why I'm getting a little better at this. And I'm going to do whatever it takes, even though my computer with my drive just took a crap on me. I need to buy me another drive. I got my laptop. We're going to keep on going. We're not going to let up. We're not going to set back. We're going to set the setback. None of that. I ain't letting that none of that anymore. I'm going to give you guys a story. Okay. Some of these stories that I have, which I went to Miami a couple times. Actually, I went to Miami, didn't have no place to stay, figured it out. I went to a first boot camp from Grant Cardone 10X boot camp, which I actually got. Let me see. I got the first one right here. That's my Quran right there. Let me go ahead and grab this stick. You guys can see if you're not watching. So I got this right here, right? The 10X boot camp. Look, I'm for real. Like, I'm actually into this stuff. It's been a while. It's been a couple years, but this is the first one I got from the 10X boot camp, right? So I went to go to the 10X boot camp up in I believe it was in Miami, Florida. I went up there, right? Came back. Well, actually not. It wasn't in Miami, Florida. Oh, yeah. It was the first one boot camp I went in was Miami, Florida, right? Went to Miami, Florida, flight and everything like that. Came back and about to do, was going to do Uber. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do Uber. I want to get rest. I want to get myself right and make sure I'm productive the next day. Get myself, in this good habit, right? Because I got something to eat. Went back home and got hit in a car accident. Okay, somebody hit me straight on. I got hit. I got rammed, and that was a setback. Okay. And the next one, I believe, was in 2021 or 2022? I don't remember what year. But I went to another one which was Arizona, right? This is the other one right here, right? You guys can see it. I got it all right here. Okay. I came back from Arizona. I drove. Okay. This is when I drove. I had a Nissan Sentra at the time. That's when I lost my car. Shouldn't have got that Nissan Sentra, 28% interest rate, getting robbed by the banks. Predatory and all that other stuff, but I didn't have a job, so I need to go out and make some money. I didn't have Uber, which was the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, but it's okay. I got to learn from this mistake. So I was driving back, had to deal with somebody trying to do some weird stuff to me. I had to report him through Uber, which was he's trying to SA. I don't know, but that was $170. I had to deal with that BS. I think when I ate, I had what else? What I ate? I ate some Del Taco. I think it was the Del Taco that messed me up. I don't know what it was. Came home next day and went to work. And dude, I was puking my guts out. I was out for almost a whole month, bro. So no matter what I went through, no matter what I did, there was a universe. Something was challenging me. Something was building me up. Something's going to smack you. Okay. So you go out there and have some work and you go ahead and do something. The universe, whatever it is, God, I don't know, is going to test you. Okay. You're going to get tested. You're going to get tested so much. How committed are you? How your conviction are you? How committed are you going to be? You're going to let this setback mess you up? You're going to let something happen to you where something just smacks you in the face, like Mike Tyson said, life happens, and when life happens, you're going to get punched in the mouth. Are you ready to get punched in the mouth when you go out there and do something to make something happen for yourself? And you got this job that you don't like, you hate, and you want to do something, and all of a sudden you get something like getting smacked around, you get beat up a little bit, you get roughed and put in a ringer. Okay, you're going to have this stuff. Some of this stuff is going to happen, but you got to keep on pushing forward. You're going to have the resilience, the grit to keep on moving forward. You're going to get smacked around a little bit. Bad things are going to happen. Things are going to happen, but how far are you going to keep on going? Okay, I hear some artists, oh man, I'm not inspired. I'm procrastinating. I don't feel like doing it. That's why you need to that's why Dre's Baldwin's book, Separate Your Pros from the Amateurs. You are an amateur. If you're going to wait for someone from inspiration, or you feel like doing something, no, you need to go out there doing it, even though you don't feel like doing it. Let me give you guys another story, right? I'm going to give you guys another story real quick. Okay. There's going to be like something I remember I was little and I was a kid, right? My dad, I hated school, right? I used to always go into elementary, my school, elementary school. I used to always go ahead and go to the nurse, pretend I was sick and all this other stick so I can get sent home. And my mom, who raised me at the time, she's like, no, man, you're stag. So the whole time I kept going in, oh, I'm sick. And there's times where I hate going to school, right? I don't like going to school. My dad said, man, I'm with you. I don't like going to work either, but I have to do it anyway. So the whole point it is, man, You got to do, sometimes you got to do things you hate, and you got to do some stuff, and you going to get hit in the ringer. Okay, that's just a story I did not like. I did not like going to school. I hated it, but now I like actually learning and stuff like that. So we're going along with that, you guys. Sorry, I was texting. But the starting point of all achievement is desire. Weak desire brings weak results. Okay, the first step towards riches is a burning desire. There's a story called "Burning the Boats." Right? I forgot who it was. Go ahead and burn the boats, and they burn the ships and all that other stuff. We either win or die, and they won. Basically, Napoleon talks about in the book "Think and Grow Rich" in his book. Okay. There's another quote, and I actually say this on the beginning of my podcast, my intro, right? So, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Which I say, man. There's another one, but man, women, it's the same. It's talking about the human race when I say that. So whatever your mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. That's why you need to take full possession of your own mind. That's why you need to direct and control your subconscious mind. If you do not control your subconscious mind, someone else will. And that's why you as an artist must read this, is because your goals, your burning desire. What is your burning desire to tell you? If you, okay, forget all that. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not, even though I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to do it anyway. Because you have a burning desire, your obsession. This is another part of obsession. Okay, Grant Cardone has a book called "Be Obsessed or Be Average." Right, so be obsessed. It's like a healthy obsession, right? If you obsessed with art, drawing, and all that, be obsessed with it. Me, I'm obsessed with character stuff, business. There's a lot of things. There's a couple things I'm obsessed with, but learning, going through the process, be obsessed. Why it matters to artists, okay? So artists often dream big, but Napoleon Hill teaches us to channel that desire into definite plans and deadlines. You become the dictator of your destiny. That vision board, Hill teaches you how to bring it to life, okay? That's what Hill teaches you. Napoleon Hill teaches you that. Make deadlines. Be definite. Be definite in your plan. Plan everything that you do. Be a definite plan in everything that you do. It does not matter. Make that plan. Do that plan. And if it doesn't work, it's temporary defeat. You just got defeated. Your plan wasn't sound. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the vision board and say, hey, okay, this didn't work out. Let's go back and plan this again. Go do your plans, do all that, and go right back at it again. If it doesn't work, do it again. If it doesn't work, do it again. Do not give up. 10 feet, you're just 10 feet from gold. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying is because the richest place on earth is the graveyard. We have that. I believe that was episode number 7. Okay. We had that. Okay. Let me go back. See my episodes over here. Shoot. Oh, well, we'll go back and figure that out later. But with all of that, you guys, let me see right here. So I believe it was episode 7 actually, or 6. Let me check right here. So yeah, along with that, man, you guys got to start putting your stuff, ideas in reality. People need to hear your book. People need your inventions. People need that creativity that you have, that invention or whatever it is, that story you want to tell. You as an artist, put it to work. You don't want to be a Nikola Tesla, okay, where he got taken advantage of, lost everything from other artists, from other people that's taken advantage of him, okay? So you don't want to be that type of person. You don't want to be that type of person, okay? You don't want to be the Nikola Tesla. You don't want to be, Jim Lee. You don't want to be that type of person, okay? So let me go to my podcast. I'm over here looking on YouTube real quick. Shoot. I think it's episode 6, actually. Let me check real quick. It's not even giving it to me real quick. Hold on. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick. I just want to see. But yeah, let's go ahead and let me see. Episode. Yeah, why? So go ahead. If you guys haven't listened, go. It's episode 6. Why is the graveyard the richest place on earth? Okay. And I got some extra notes right here for you on this point right here, which is do not wait. The time will never be right. Just right. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Just start. Just go out and do it. And I was watching, let me shout out to this artist. I don't think I think I followed him. I don't remember his name, but he talked about just do it. You don't have to wait for that perfect project. Oh, I'll wait till I get better. Think about it. I think I mentioned this before on one of my episodes. I don't remember which one, but you guys just start. If you have a manga, just start. Think about it with Bleach, right? Tate Kubo, right? You can go back to, even with the Naruto author. I can't think of his name right now, which I know who Naruto is, but is it Masashi Kishimoto, I believe. And you guys can go out there and look at the old work and then their first volume of Naruto or even Bleach, and look at the later works. You see that they are improved. Okay, so go out there and just do it. Don't wait. It's not the right time. It's not right time to do it. Just do it now. Have that plan. Have that definite chief aim. Make the goal. Make the plans. And if it fails, start all over with go on the back on the drawing board and start all over. Point number 2. Today's topic I'm talking about today is why artists must read. Artists needs to read Think and Grow Rich. Point number 2, imagination, your superpower. Remember I mentioned this before, imagination make the world go around. Okay, I mentioned it before, creativity, imagining, innovation. Okay, key ideas with this point right here. Imagination is the most marvelous miracle, inconceivable, powerful force on earth. Human existence. You can usually imagine things into existence because your subconscious mind doesn't care what's true or false. It doesn't care what's reality. And I believe there's a lot of other things I believe that's the reason why some people go a little bit crazy, because they do not have control of their subconscious mind, and they let their subconscious mind just go rampant. Okay, next point, or not next point, but right here, another key idea I got right here. Man, only limitation lies in his own development and the use of his imagination. Okay, use your imagination. Be creative in what you do. Use your imagination. Be creative. Like if you got follow-up sales, right? You gotta be creative in doing follow-up. Okay, that's in sales. You got, okay, if this doesn't work, these are the laws I got right here. Okay, this is my limitation. This is what I got. What can I do right now? What can I do? That's why you use your imagination, you visualize it, and ideas and start coming through. That's why you need to record some of your ideas even when you go to sleep. Okay, cherish your vision and your dreams. This is another key point. Let me say this again. Cherish your vision and your dreams, for they are the blueprint of your ultimate achievement. Okay, cherish them. Seriously, cherish them. It does not matter. I do not care. Okay, you must cherish your dreams. Some people just give up on their dreams. Then they bash at the people that achieving their dreams, or they're the haters, which you gotta love the haters because it's a reflection of them. They wish they what they can be. Okay, so cherish your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep moving forward. And if you do give up on one, okay, I gave up on this dream. Create another dream. Create another force. Create something else. That dream wasn't for me, or something happened where your dream got shattered. You can create another dream. It will hurt at the bit. It will hurt, but you can be creative in how you can get yourself back onto it. Okay, why it matters for artists. Okay, why does it matter? Art is an imagination brought to life. Here shows that imagination isn't just for art. It is how we create income, opportunities, and freedom. Without imagination, there is no innovation. This is why I'm bringing you the podcast. I had to expand a bit upon your creativity, your imagination, and your innovation. This has made me realize when me reading books like Think and Grow Rich, me read other books, working on myself, developing myself, investing into myself, realizing that imagination is not just for the artist, it's for the business, it's for the inventor, it's for many, not just for the art, it's in any other areas. Okay, so that's why if you're not have to just be an artist that's listening to this, you can be an individual that's listening to this. And I know I should have mentioned it before. If you're an artist, if you're not an artist, you should still listen to this episode. Okay. So there's going to be 2 types of imagination, which is going to get their own special episode right here. There's 2 types. Synthetic imagination, which is rearranging old ideas into new ones. Great for character designs, story arcs, and remixing. Think about like you got Journey to the West, Dragon Ball Z. You got some stories like folklore of Native American, what else is there? Mythology stories, right? Also Japanese folklore with Japan and the manga. They use a lot of it in their culture and stuff like that, right? Also with like other stories from the Bible and stuff like different stories. DC, they did it. It's been told many times, okay? Show and Jump. Okay, it's already been there, but somebody remixed it and rearrange it. And this is what I talk about, which is the first episode. Nothing is truly original. Second episode, I believe there's how to be original. Okay, let me see right here. How to be original, the strategies to stand out. Okay, so this is the reason why you guys need to understand that you don't need to have an original idea. However, you can come up with different mini ideas, mixing up together, and becomes your own originality because you use your creative force, your synthetic imagination to rearrange old ideas into new ones. And think about the phone, right? Think about these phones that we got, right? Got this phone. First, it was a big one, a block with the line and all that. Now we're using Wi-Fi, using cell phone towers and all that other stuff. And now we got everything that was mixed that's already been done onto these devices right here. This is literally a powerful device, a computer in your pocket where you can make phone calls, you can FaceTime people, connect with people. The ultimate tool can make you millions and billions of dollars, but no one know how to use it because people hate sales. People don't know how to use. People don't know how to do sales. Are they afraid to get on the phone to talk to people or even text people? Okay, don't be afraid. Use it. Use it. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a human tool for us to use. So go out and use it. Okay. And if you're not just an artist, another thing with the second type of imagination in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is creative imagination, channeling from infinite intelligence, hunches, flow state, and divine inspirations. Okay, this is like the hunches that you in flow. You in that flow, like I talked about with like getting your flow state, right? With athletes, they get into their flow state when everything seems like a slow motion, everything like that. That's where you can also contact the storehouses of infinite intelligence, which I believe to be God, Allah, So here's some extra insights to give y'all, okay? If you're an artist that's listening to this, why you need to Think and Grow Rich, okay? If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance, your bank account, your bank balance. Okay, Michael Jordan Muhammad Ali believed he'd be the greatest boxer. I am the greatest and became the greatest. Michael Jordan, same thing. We need these people, athletes and all that. You got to believe it. You got to believe it in your mind. Even though it's not in your reality just yet, you believe it. You believe you'll get it because you visualize it, you picture it, you see it, you dream out about it, and you obsess with it because you want to achieve greatness. You want to make something happen. You want to do something great, man. And if you're an artist that's listening to this, you could, like I mentioned, you could picture you drawing. You can do all this stuff and just start practicing every single day and you got to do the work though, but go out there and just do it anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can improve over time to build your work. Okay. So let's get to point number 3. Today's topic I'm talking about today is why artists needs to read Think and Grow Rich. Point number 3 is success and failure is the art of going the extra mile. Key ideas right here, okay? Develop a habit of going the extra mile. Develop the habit. There's who I'm working with right now, they got first mile, second mile. There's another job I work at, which is called hosting, right? Go on host. You go out there, you bring in that extra mile, even with the customers and stuff like that. This is the problem with the gaming industry over here, right? They go in the game industry, got some of these people that's in the companies and all that bashing the gamers, which the gamers are the one that's buying the product, that's buying the game, that's going to invest in their game, that's going to play their game. And you got people in the game industry, game developers, you can hear me out, and other people that talks smack, that talk shit about the customer. Don't need to do that. You guys don't talk shit about the customer. The customer is paying your bank account. You're not just paying your bank account, it's paying your life. It's paying your lifestyle. Be grateful a little bit. Yeah, you're going to have some tough customers. Yeah, they're going to be some tough customers that could be tough. But you know what? Hey, you can't refuse service. You don't have to deal with it. But do not talk shit about the customers. Don't do it. Don't talk shit about the game developers. Because guess what? If you talk about them, the game not developers, but the gamers who are the customers, you talk stuff about them and you say that stuff. The same thing with the entertainment industry, not just the game industry, just the whole entertainment industry in general. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you're a phobe, don't buy it. And somehow then they go there. And then when it doesn't do well, they blame the people that didn't want to buy their game. They told them not to buy their game. Doesn't make no sense. It's an oxymoron, okay? So go to the habit of taking the extra mile, even though that person doesn't like the game, doesn't like whatever they are. Okay, how can I do to improve? We're going to talk about another episode. We're going to talk about how criticism can help build your creativity as well. Don't be afraid to get criticized. Don't be afraid of criticism because it could help you, okay? So go out to do the extra mile. When you do the extra mile, do more that other people do not do, or your other competitors, you could say, does not do. You will get majority of the customers. You do more things as an artist to take the extra mile, you will get more what you're being paid for it, okay? Another key idea. Every successful artist has dealt with failure. What separates them is persistence and work ethic. Okay, keep showing up. Like I mentioned, a lot of stuff that happened, got smacked around, stop, off and on, all this off and on. No, keep persisting. Just right now, my computer took a crap on me, right? Recently. And now I'm a little bit behind on recording. I'm like, okay, what I need to do? Forget all that. We're gonna record anyway. We're gonna set some time aside. We're gonna do it anyway. Even though I don't feel like doing it, I'm gonna go on and do it anyway, because that's what separates the pros from the amateurs. Okay. And why this matter for artists? Okay, why this matter? Whether you apply for grants, building a portfolio, or or grow a following, doing more than expected without expecting immediate returns is what sets professionals apart from amateurs. I mentioned that. Okay, JaronMitchell.com/, the third day or third day book. You can go out here and get your book from Dre Baldwin, Working the Game podcast, that's inspired this podcast. I suggest you guys do listen to him as well. Great podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, actually. I need to listen to it. I haven't been doing Uber. I used to, when I done Uber and all that, I used to listen to a lot of audio and all the audio stuff. I haven't been listening to that. It's been a little tough for me, but it's all right. So just remember, man, it separates yourself from the pros, from the amateur, even though you don't get immediate results. Okay, it's like your manga and all that. Or it is. You don't get immediate results. Just keep pushing forward. I know sometimes in Show and Jump, they act some things, right? You get some good story. They didn't give enough time to develop, to flourish. They just axe it. You know, Show and Jump is pretty ruthless. You know, if it doesn't make immediate money, they axe it. And we're going to talk about why. There's a few episodes I'm going to talk about. I've been talking about it, thinking about it with chatting with ChatGPT about it, and coming up with some ideas and how communism or Marxism ruins creativity, which that is the worst for creativity. Innovation is Marxism, communism and all that, socialism. And I have socialism, which is pretty much, but not if it's done right. Capitalism is the same. Some backfires, which it brings a great, amazing results for creativity. It's just more profit gain. We're going to be talking about in show, and also with Islam's law, which is Sharia law, which is only 3 points, was freaking pretty nuts. Which not that bad, but I understand why the Sharia law has it right there within Islamic beliefs or the Sharia law. I understand the context of it. So that's all I'm going to say. But I gave 3 reasons why, and we're going to talk about it later on episodes. You guys are going to see nothing bad, really. I mean, just certain little things, but I understand the context of that with the Sharia law and why. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to not to the next point. Oops, sorry. Let me see. Why? Let me see. We got. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me get this quote to remember right here. Okay, when defeat comes, accept it as a sign that your plan are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more. I talked about this, right? I talked about this. If you got an art, right? If you got something like a story, something, same with Show and Jump, right? They act stuff, right? They go ahead and axe it. Your project get axed. You get upset. You get mad. You get upset. Okay, why? Why did it happen? Make sure your plan was good. Plan wasn't sound, because sometimes your plans, you might have to go around. You might have to go plan B. You might have to go to plan B to get to plan A. That's why you not always got to think of plan A. Focus on plan A. Focus on your plan A. Okay, if you need to go on a detour, go ahead and use your plan B to get to your plan A. Okay, it's just a little detour, right? So my dad tells me this a lot, you know. So even though plan doesn't work, go on the detour. Okay, set sail, go back, write the plans. Okay, this didn't work. Let me go ahead, set my plans up again. Let me write my plans up. Let me get through this. Okay, this is what we're about to do. X, Y, Z. Boom. Let's go set sail. Let's go make some things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. Okay, let's get to point number 4. Today's topic I'll be talking about today is why artists needs to read, Think, and Grow Rich. Point number 4, decision and persistence are the 2 hardest skills for creatives. And I understand, because I'm one of them, bro. Persistence, I can persist. I just it's more back and forth. Decision, which indecision could mess you up for your success, that's one of the 13 steps towards riches. And key ideas that we got right here, okay? Indecision breeds fear. Decisive action breeds momentum. Okay. Decisive. Yeah. So indecision, if you don't know what to decide on, it can bring fear. You're just in your head, your analysis paralysis. I've been there. As an artist, I've been there. Even other stuff, I've been there, you guys. I have been there. So that's why you need to start making plans correctly. Fail fast. Success loves speed. I've been hearing that a lot from Grant Cardone, Eric Worre, also Andrew Tate, many other people that's very successful in their type of field that they're doing. Okay, I've been hearing about this. Success loves speed. I understand it why, because you have the law of inertia, the big mo, man. Big mo. When you go ahead and have that momentum, nothing is not going to be able to stop you when you have that momentum. Same, like almost basketball, right? When you play basketball, you just watch basketball, right? You got the team got their momentum in, they got their groove in, they got that flow of state in, and they just start hitting points after points, and they got a momentum going. They just in the flow state, the whole team, because the momentum, it's hard for them. It's hard for somebody to stop that when they are momentum, when they're using the law of inertia and big mo. Because guess what? I'm going to push through forward. You better get out my fucking way. That's basically what I'm saying. I know y'all about to blip that out, but yeah, but just move out the way because I'm going to keep on pushing forward. Okay. So be decisive and take 10 levels of action. Take massive action and fail fast. That didn't work. Let's readjust the plan. Okay. Another key point, right? Persistence fueled by desire and belief in your goal. Let me say that again. Persistence is the fuel by desire and belief in your goal. Even though you keep getting smacked like me, that's why I keep getting smacked. It's like off and on, off and on. I'm still being persistent. It's not a persistence all the way through. Sometimes like, because life happens, you still bring persistence. You still have this burning desire. No matter what happens, you have that burning desire. I still have it. I'll still have it. Even though I'm not where I'm at this point, I still have it. And why does this matter for artists? Okay, how many unfinished sketches do you have, sculptures, or even game prototypes as a game developer we did that we left behind? I know I got a whole bunch of them. I got some stories that's untold, some concepts and all that other stuff. That's why for me, we about to bring in the Jaron verse. More on that later. Okay, we're gonna have a whole episode on that too. Game prototypes we do leave behind. Okay, I know we got a lot of artists up in here and game developers or other people that we have a lot of unfinished work. Finish your work. I have another principle for myself. Finish what I started. I know for me, I have a little detours and stuff. I'm registered at the LA Film School, and if I have to get which pretty much don't need my degree, right? I probably don't need it. I could probably do other stuff. And you're like, you know what? Since I already started it, I might finish what I started. Okay, I'm going to go out and finish what I started. I got this degree. I'm going to push through forward. I probably got six classes left. And even though I'm putting myself in student debt, which is, we're going to talk about how student debts and all that stuff can, why you should go to school and why you should not go to school. We're going to get two different points on that. It's like, you got to be persistent. You got to finish what you started. Okay. That's a principle I'm looking to have for myself is finish what I started. If I have an unfinished sketch, I have something like, let me go back and finish it. Let me go back to get these scripts in. Let me go back and finish this story that I have, or rearrange or adjust it or change, make some changes and boom, get it out there. See what happens, see what sticks. If it doesn't work, okay, let me adjust it. Let me change it. Let me get to a different story. I didn't really like the story. I wasn't really having fun. Okay. You at least got to have fun what you're doing, by the way. And also, too, right here, Hill's message, decision, commitment, and follow through. What you're talking about, follow through, be committed, follow all the way through, which in basketball I was told, follow through, which means finish. Okay, execute. That's what that means. Finish what you started, and that's the whole point of the execution is, and following up. Okay, also with the follow up with your clients and your leads and all that. Follow through. Finish. It's all about finishing, executing. Okay, this is what this point is all about, is executing as well. So the world doesn't reward dabblers. It rewards the finishers. Okay, think about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, the greats, the people that are great, they actually finish what they started. Actually finish. They don't reward the dabblers. A person does this, we have in school, a anticipation trophy and all that other BS. No, finish all the way through. You got a project, finish it. You know, got a course, you got, finish it. You got a whole bunch of courses. Okay, let me go ahead and finish all of them. Let me get through them. Let me start. Let me finish what I started. I got a book I need to read. Let me finish it. Let me get in the habit of finishing thing, execution thing, follow through. Go ahead and follow through. Okay, let's get to the last point. Point number 5. Today's topic we're talking about today is why artists needs to read Think and Grow Rich. Point number 5. The philosophy of achievement, success is an inside job. Okay, key idea we got right here. Okay, Think and Grow Rich is more than just money. It's about the mindset, purpose, and principles. You can use this principles, this purpose for you as an artist. It doesn't have to just be about money. You can use those things that Napoleon Hill talking about the book, Think and Grow Rich, about money into your work, into your ideas, into your things that you're looking to do, because this is a philosophy, individual achievement and self-determination. It is not all just about money. It is wealth consciousness, but it's also doing things and actually finishing things where your stuff can actually build a life for yourself. Okay. And second, aligning thoughts, emotion, action leads to success. You must be in alignment. Or you're in alignment. If you're not actually taking action, if you're saying you're going to do things, but you do the opposite thing, you're not aligned. If you got some other things that you're doing, it's not aligned with your mission, what your purpose, or what your desire is, what your obsession is. So that's why things need to change. Things can change. And why this should matter to artists, why this must matter for artists, whether you're building your dream studio, comic universe, or a meaningful community, it all starts how you think. Napoleon Hill provides a blueprint not for making money, but for living a purposeful purposeful, a purpose like, oh my goodness, but for living on purpose as a creator, living with purpose. Okay, I know the Quran. I got the Quran right here, right? The clear Quran. I read the Quran. Many of people don't read the Quran. They haven't, or they just have they don't have very knowledgeable about Islam. I got obsessed with religion. This is back when I Think and Grow Rich and me building my story, which is following the son of sin. You guys, we're gonna be talking about that more in the Jaron verse I'm creating. So me reading the Quran to understand a few things right here, right? About what with Allah, what he said, which is according to the Islam, or even with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. That is, the Quran is basically the words of God. It was recited by Prophet Muhammad. He couldn't read or write. That's the miracle about the Quran. But there's a verse, a surah, which I don't remember where it's at, but it does say, because I go through the Quran. I got like 102 days. I read it through the Chronology app, that I have right now. So it says, I created human beings and jinn to worship me. That's basically the purpose of humans. Some of you may not dislike that. Some of you may not like hearing it, but it's basically building a purpose for yourself, right? So I also used to think, I've been thinking about this lately, like, man, okay, you got a lot of people that have so much money, that have everything that I want, which I want, like they have in their position, but there's something that they're missing. It's purpose. They feel empty. They feel dead inside. And I think is they lost their sense of purpose, or is not what they wanted. And I think that's another reason why that from the Quran, from reading it, is because of that. Okay, it's the worship of God. You know, that's part of our purpose, is to worship the Creator, is to worship our Lord, which I believe is Allah. That's what I believe to be. It is. So along with that, you know, some of you might disagree with me, which is, it's fine. You can go ahead and disagree. We all we in America. We got freedom of religion here, and freedom of speech and everything like that, and freedom of expression. So along with that, you guys, let me see right here. Purpose, being purposeful. You got something you want to create it, man. Make it something happen. That's why I believe that if you have something that you truly believe in, you truly obsessed in, put it out in the world. Put it out. They need to hear your stories. They need to see your projects. They need to hear that music. They need to hear that invention. They need to read that manga. They need to see that animation story. They need to. People need to play that game that you have. People need it. People really do need it. That idea you have. Make sure you don't have your place in the richest place on earth, which is the graveyard. And much I believe you get to access a storehouse of infinite intelligence, which I be of Allah. Allah is the creator, and we have DNA, which is information and everything like that. So along with that, you guys, like I'm just saying, it's just me. You know, worship the true creator. That's why I say it in my episodes every single day. And that's why there's pretty other things too. We're gonna talk about how about a little bit more about Islam, do some education on that. So this is a bonus insight right here, okay? You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your environment. You can make your life what you want to be. Okay, this is part of a success as well. If you live in a crime-ridden area, get yourself out of that crime-ridden area somehow. Figure it out. Okay. There's other things, changing your environment. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If the 5 of your friends is broke, you're going to be the 6th person that broke. If you're 5 of your friends that smoke, you're going to be the 6th person that smoke. If you're hanging out with 5 criminals, you're going to be the 6th person that's with criminals. Just think about it. That's my dad used to tell me, like, when you see somebody that commit a crime that actually do something, you're guilty by association. Okay, you guilty. Okay, you will become a criminal because you saw the crime that happened, you didn't report it, and you going to jail for it. Okay, and I did my best, or not my best. I did everything I can to not put myself in those type of situations, and even with the police and all that, put myself there, because if I put myself there, it could possibly get hard to get out of it, and I put myself in a position I don't want to be in. Okay, so here's the final thoughts. Okay, and your call to action. Make sure you go ahead, which you can go ahead and scan right here. You can go to jaronmitchell.com / secrets of success. Okay, you can get your Think and Grow Rich book, more bonuses with that as well. And read Think and Grow Rich isn't just for entrepreneurs, it's for the spiritual and mental blueprint for artists who wants their own creative power, build wealth through their gift, and leave a legacy. And what's the next step? Start the chapter, reflect on your desires, begin building a life of the creative empire you see in your imagination that you see. Let me give you another thing from the book, not the laws of success, by The Science of Getting Rich by Waddle D. Waddles, right? He talked about this. Go out, and if you have a vision, write it down, visualize it, see it, keep adding stuff to your vision, write it down. It's in this book. If you have something, your vision of you, the house you have on a house, write this stuff down. Focus on the creativity. We're gonna have an episode on that too. There's gonna be two type of competitions that we're gonna have. Before I go ahead and recap, okay? Two type of ways to build wealth, ways for you to get rich and wealthy. The first one, which everyone does, is the competitive one. We do need competitiveness. We do need them products and services to get better. But why will you be competitive to destroy your opponents, to destroy people, try to put you out of business, all that? Don't worry about that. That's the old method. Okay, the new method is the creative method. Visualize, go out there. This is what I want to plan out. This is what I want in my house. This is what car. This is what type of life I want to have and design. I want to be close spiritually with my God, with God, Allah. I want to be best Muslim, best Christian, best Jew. Which I'm looking to be more of a better Muslim for myself. But also, what else is there? Better husband, better father, better it is. Write this stuff down, visualize it, see it. There's a lot of stuff with the cybernetics as well, because when you start building it and taking control of your subconscious mind, you will make it into your reality. So take full possession of your own mind. You're in charge of your own earthly destiny. God gave you a brain to think for yourself, and you have the creative. Well, not the creative, but you are made in the image of God. Every single one of you made me think you don't believe in God. Hey, the stuff that I read, the stuff that I look at, and the stuff I see, everything I see right here, the planets, the stars, the moons, the earth, our body, how it's made, and everything like that. There's signs that God exists. God is a designer. This phone has been designed. Okay, the phone, everything you have, everything we see, and you listening to this, it has been designed by someone. That's why I believe God is a creator and a designer, a creative, which is artist, and a designer. Let's go ahead and recap today's topic, which is why 5 reasons why artists needs to read, think, and go rich. Opening quote right here, I got right here for you guys, is there is no limitations except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. End quote by Napoleon Hill. These set the tone of failure and rooted mindset. As an artist, battling often external in books help you transform how you think and how you're serving potential. And also get the I forgot there's another book about creative resistance. Okay, that's what it is. This is what I'm talking about, resistance. Okay, point number 1, goals turns into dreams and reality. Okay, point number 2, imagine your true superpower. Point number 3, success is a failure in art of going the extra mile. Point number 4, decision and persistence is the 2 hardest skills for creatives. Point number 5, philosophy of achievement. Success is an inside job. And you're the co-creator of your own reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Your woman, you can still do that. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. All right. So make sure you go out there and do what you need to do to make your dreams, your goals reality. As an artist, or anybody else that's not an artist listening to this, you need to put your work out there. Make sure it doesn't be in the richest place on earth, which is the graveyard. Okay. folks, is not where we at. It's where we come from. Always create like a God. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You are made in the image of God. You're made in the image of God. So take full possession of your own mind. God gave you a brain to think for yourself. Worship the one true creator, which is I believe is Allah. And always create like a God. Talk to you guys tomorrow.